Hello everyone out there in Cyberland. You have now accessed DIECAST NORBZ Galactic Hooligan! And I appreciate you all. You have so many choices and videos to fly with today. You've actually decided to fly with mine, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for coming in. And I have a new Transformer review today. Today I'm actually going to review Earthrise Grapple. So we're going to take a look at this guy today and everything like that. I think he's actually cool, but there are a couple of things that I'm actually kind of concerned about. So we're going to take a look at him, and here we go. Thanks for coming in, and I'll talk to you over there. Alright everyone, and Earthrise Grapple. I'd actually like to say so far, I really do think that this figure actually did come out pretty nicely. A part of the Earthrise figures. First off, we're going to take a quick look at the box, and I am really loving this picture over here of the artist himself and everything like that. Like, he is actually very cool. Of course, we actually still have that same Earthrise picture that actually transitions from the Earthrise boxes and everything like that. A quick look at the back. You can actually see like a little bit of like what he can actually do with this grappling hook and everything like that. So that's actually very cool. I love his look over here. But let's take a look at him. He is a truck, you know, like he's actually a construction truck and everything like that, which is actually very nice. Gives a lot of homage over to his G1 counterpart and everything like that, you know. There's a place for everything. You actually have a place for his gun and a place over here for this like mini gun right over here and everything like that plugs into his hand. You actually have a place for this hook. And that's actually really cool. I really love this. I really love this little piece right over here, because right here you can actually take this off, and he's actually got like a lot of 5mm ports all over and everything like that. So you can actually kind of like put like things everywhere in places, you know, and that's actually very cool and everything like that. Give you a look at the underside. All his robot bits are actually all pretty much hidden and everything like that, except we probably know that these are actually going to become arms. So he actually kind of like has this, and you can actually install that right over here, and it looks like a grappling hook and everything like that you can actually pick things up with. And to give you a good example of that, you can always use the Spirits of Pretend to actually pretend that he's actually got Cliff Jumper and he's actually taking him off someplace and everything like that. So there we go. And that's actually pretty cool, you know. I like it. Now I kind of wish that they could have actually like worked in a grabbing mechanism with this also and everything like that, because I think that would have actually been pretty nice to actually like give you more of a well-rounded grapple and everything like that, you know. So like that's, I mean, still yet though, it goes back to harkening back to that one episode where he actually used this and everything like that, you know. And this could actually be another tool for like maybe hauler or something like that, you know. So like that's actually very cool. I still like it, you know. And I'm going to give you a size comparison. So here he is next to Cliff Jumper here, and the size disparity over here is pretty much the one issue that I think is actually prevalent in this. And I think it might be going through the line, but like I don't know, like I'm actually checking out the door right over here as opposed to the door and sorry about that, guys, on Cliff Jumper here, sorry. And like the disparity between that is actually so crazy. Like I know that he's actually supposed to be a Voyager size figure and he's actually supposed to fit in with that line and everything like that, but I think as many variations that we actually have of deluxes, I kind of feel like we should have actually had like a lot of like more variations in the way we actually face Voyagers as well, you know. Like maybe this could have actually been like a bigger Voyager and everything like that, you know, still with the same parts count and everything like that, still with the same plastic quality, but you know, just like supersize them a bit, you know. I think that would have actually been kind of nice. Let me just bring in Optimus Prime here. There we go. Earthrise Optimus Prime. And the way they scale together, like the way I'm actually imagining it is Prime is actually a bigger truck anyway. So as far as him being a leader and everything like that, that's actually kind of understandable. And Cliffjumper kind of like being warrior class now and everything like that almost, you know, you actually have that size, you know, which he actually kind of like fits in a little bit with both of them and everything. My concerns actually come into the arena though when you actually kind of like bring in the older Grapple from the Universe line, and that's him right there. And I just wanted to like give like a nod to, or I just wanted to give like a little bit of a you know, just like a little bit of a talk to like what $20 used to buy us as to what $30 actually buys us now and everything like that, you know. And this is actually kind of a crazy thing. We actually noticed that there's like a little bit more of a solid plastic going through, like a solid plastic quality going on in here. I kind of feel like this is actually good plastic quality also and everything like that, but it's fair, you know, like, because I kind of feel like this actually kind of like becomes like a little bit of a softer plastic and everything like that, you know. So I don't know. But I do appreciate some of the things that they have actually given us for this and everything like that. So right now, this is actually going to be my official Grapple, and this will actually become my hauler, you know? So I can't get rid of this because this guy's actually still cool. Still has the rub symbol that we actually had from like the older lines and everything like that. So that's actually very cool. I can appreciate that, you know. I actually had to put like an Autobot symbol over here and everything like that because like I kind of felt like he needed like a more prevalent Autobot symbol, you know. But yeah, I really love this figure. Still can't get rid of it or anything like that. I'm probably not going to be able to get rid of the Inferno version of that either, you know. But yeah, as far as movement in this, you actually have like the wheels over here and everything like that on both sides, and he actually does roll, you know, on all wheels and everything like that, so that's not bad. He actually has this excavation thing where this crane here, it's actually retractable. This moves. I kind of wish they could have actually worked in a way to like actually make this crane over here and the hook just kind of like descend and like come back again and everything like that, because that would have actually been nice. And we already took a look at this, so that's pretty much it as far as this is actually concerned. It does come with like a really nice orange though. It's actually very like in life, like if you're like the way I'm actually looking at it on camera, I think he translates a little bit differently than he actually does in real life and everything like that. You know what I mean? So like, I think in life he'll actually be like a little bit more of a variance of like an orangey orange, you know, as compared to like this, which is actually kind of like more of a yellow orange and everything like that, you know. So I don't know. I really like him though. You know, I don't really have a whole lot of complaints. He actually shines a lot more in robot mode. So we're actually going to get him in robot mode, and then we'll take a little bit more of a look at him. And that's pretty much it. So I'll see you in a second. Wait! Okay, I just wanted to give you one more size comparison. Sorry guys. I just thought that Starscream would have actually been like a great character to actually bring in here also and everything like that. I have not gotten enough of Starscream yet or anything like that. He's actually right now my favorite Voyager so far and everything like that. What is this? Whatever. He is actually still like my favorite Voyager right now and everything like that. So like, there we go. And as much as people actually say that there's like a lot in the way of like, and there is a lot in the way of like more maneuverability and everything like that going on with Grapple and everything like that, I just have to love the way they actually faced everything on Starscream so far and everything like that. I am just loving this figure. But Grapple, he's awesome. So I'm actually going to take you back, and now finally I'm actually going to transform him. So yeah, that's it. Yoink. Alright guys and girls, I am pretty sure everyone actually showed you how to transform him without the weapons on him and everything like that. I'm actually going to transform him with everything on, just to show that it can actually be done with all the weapons and everything like that, you know. So first off, we're going to just put this right into the cavity in here and everything, right? Pull that up. Then we're going to lift him by his arms and separate them. They're actually going to be combined by a little peg right over here that goes into a notch right over here. And then just do this. Just bring his arms all the way out. They're actually going to be these two things that actually go right into the cavity right in here. And then they peg right on the sides. Bring his arms down. Then we're going to do this. Now I know a lot of people have actually been having issues with the pegs. Like there's some people who actually have experienced some breakage and everything like that, you know. I'm not sure if I'm actually going to break him on camera now, but so far I have not had any issues with taking them out of the pegs. There are going to be a couple of pegs that actually go right into this whole entire compartment that goes right into the feet. So we're actually just going to wiggle them out really gingerly, because if you actually kind of like force it, I'm pretty sure that it'll actually break that piece, you know. So far so good. Let's see the other one. This might be a little bit longer to take this one out, but if you actually just wiggle it just a little bit and just like ease it out, it should actually come out. So just trying not to break it. Am I gonna break it on camera? Oh, look at that. See? So that's actually not bad. Like, I just think that maybe some people actually might have actually had a heavy hand in taking them out, or it could actually be like something where you actually just have to shave down the plastic a little bit more in order to get it into the hole over here, or in order to take it out. Or maybe you might want to get maybe an X-Acto knife and kind of like maybe cut around the hole so you don't actually have that issue, just like very slightly. I'd say like maybe like not even more than a centimeter or something like that, and just like hold that and just hollow that out just a little bit more so you can actually get like a little bit more clearance. But I haven't had any issues so far, so maybe your mileage may vary or something like that, but just be really careful on that. So we're just going to put his legs down, and then this whole section right over here, we're just going to accordion right into the back. So one section, then this one, and they'll all have pegs. There's a peg right over here that goes into a slot right here, so peg that. And there's gonna be a slot right over here that goes right into this peg. But before you do that, we actually want to come over here and unveil his head. Just do that by twisting this box around and turning it until you see that. And then there are going to be a couple of pegs right over here and here that actually go right into alternating slots right over here. All you have to do is tab that in. Then what I do for this, because you'll actually notice the shape, I'm just going to take this out for just this reason. There's this shape right over here. You actually want to turn that whole entire thing around. And so the hose piece is actually on the left-hand side, left-hand side, right. So you actually want to do that, and then bring this all the way down. That actually makes you have like a nice clear, like a nice even area here and everything like that, which I like. So there we go. And just going to reinstall this here, and then you just want to turn him by the turn his arms by the bicep, and then take out his hands, and take out his hands over here. And then, last but not least, you want to just do this with his feet. Just flatten them out and just put them into where his shins are. And there you actually have a full grapple. Just turn his gun back around so it's actually facing like this. And there you go. Grapple in robot mode. And I'm going to take you back over to stage A, and then we'll actually take another look at this guy in full robot mode, and I'll beat you back. Alright, here we go, and here goes Grapple in full robot mode. And I really think this guy is actually pretty outstanding as far as like robot modes are actually concerned. He is a Voyager class, so he's actually in a matchup with that size line in the Earthrise series. So I'm actually just going to give you a quick comparison with Starscream, There we go. So now we can actually see like how he'll actually measure up to Starscream. And that's actually very cool. I really think that's actually really excellent and everything, you know? Not bad at all. And we're going to just give you a quick comparison with him and Prime, you know? And Prime, in my opinion, should actually be a little bit taller anyway and everything like that, since he's actually the leader of the Autobots. And I'm going to put you over, I'm going to bring in Cliff Jumper over here. Very cool. I really love like how everyone is actually scaling here and everything like that. Although, I still think that Grapple should actually be like a little bit taller. I'm actually going to give you a comparison over here. I'm going to bring in Hauler, since like he's my Grapple. He's actually used to be my Grapple. Now he's actually going to be Hauler, and I'm actually really glad that we actually have that. I actually have an official Hauler now and everything like that in my collection. So that's not too shabby actually, you know? I think that's actually very, very cool. But I'm just going to just give like a for instance and how times have actually changed, you know? Like over here I actually have like Grapple from like the Generations line and everything like that, and I'll tell you, like, there is so much going on here and everything like that, and I really loved this size. And this was actually what $20 used to buy us back in the day and everything like that. I think this was a maybe a 10-year-old figure, if not like a little bit less or something like that, maybe 9 years. I'm not exactly sure. If anybody knows, please comment down in the comment section, let me know. But you know, like for everything that this was actually given and everything like that, as far as plastic quality and everything like that, there's still a lot in the way of shakiness and everything like that. But like, you know, aside from that, we actually did get the light piping on the eyes here and everything like that, you know. So that was actually cool about that, about this figure and everything like that altogether. So like, you know, there's a couple of like things that are actually like hits and misses on both angles and everything like that. But we're not going to concern this. This is a review for another day. Today we're actually going to be taking a look at Grapple, and he really does bring out a lot of his G1 aesthetic. You know, let's take a look at his face. That face is dead on Grapple right there. He's the one guy that I actually kind of like feel like I actually have like an affinity to and everything like that, aside from like maybe Bumblebee or something like that, you know, or Jetfire. But I mean, this guy is actually the born artist and everything like that. I actually aspire to being an artist myself and everything like that, you know. But like, let's take a good look at him. Like everything on this guy, like I love all the sculpting details on him, you know. That's actually very cool and everything like that. Also, I expect this crane right over here to like lay right on his back the way it does and everything like that, you know. So like, that's not bad. And his articulation is actually really cool. I think the only thing that he might be missing is wrist articulation and the fact that he doesn't actually have a ball joint over here. But like, we actually have like a 360 by mushroom peg that's actually right on his head. We actually have a joint right over here and over here, so you actually have a full universal joint and everything like that. So that's actually very cool. You know, you can actually move that out of the way. And I love that they actually did this just to fill in that shoulder gap and everything like that. Like, that's actually very cool. I really love that. I appreciate that so much. Then we actually have like a bicep rotation over here. He's actually got 90 degrees on the elbows and everything like that. A little bit more, maybe 91. He actually doesn't have any wrist articulation except for in and out due to transformation. He actually has waist articulation here. He actually has this joint right over here where he's actually able to do full kung fu, you know, so like that's actually great. He actually has knee articulation. He actually has like articulation right over here by his thighs and everything like that. He actually has not only just a rocker, but due to transformation, he actually has this. He actually has actual dorsiflexion. Look at that. And I love the fact that he actually has dorsiflexion. So, in anything that you're actually doing where it actually like promotes a more dynamic pose and everything like that, where he actually needs this and he needs this, and you know, like, this guy is a badass when it comes down to posing and everything like that. Like, he is awesome. Like, and if he's actually giving a full roundhouse, yep, he can actually give a full roundhouse, you know? Like, that is awesome. I really love this. Well balanced too, you know? Like, for this to actually do all of that, that's great. I love it. And I only have to say that it's actually like due to like how top heavy he might be and everything like that, and like the fact that his feet are actually really well balanced. But I really love that. I think that's actually great, you know? So dope. You know, and the sizing of him aside, he makes a great figure. You know, and he actually does come with like an array of accessories. You actually have this right over here that you can actually use as far as like a claw. So anyone gets into his way, he can actually give you the clamps. Look at that. I love that. Oh, this is actually really cool. Actually, you know, kind of like makes me think more that they were actually that they may use this for an eventual jazz, which I would actually be kind of jazzed about, because like that's actually kind of cool. Kind of like reminds me of the Bay movies also and everything like that. Not in the face. Don't hit me in the face. You know, like I could actually like say that, and like all of a sudden like everyone in the G1 community would probably like want to kill me. But look at this. He also has this hose piece right over here, so that actually kind of like harkens back over to his G1 days also and everything like that. Usually I'm actually going to pretty much leave him in my collection like this, with, you know, just being able to alternate between weapons and everything like that, you know. That's great. And also, I love the fact that he actually comes with his his actual rifle and everything like that, you know. Every single one of them are actually effects compatible and everything like that. So, as far as being a dynamic dude, this guy actually really just brings everything to the table and everything like that. Like, I really like this. The only thing that I can actually think of that might have actually been off on this guy is the fact that he actually doesn't have like a ball joint right over here and everything like that. And I really think that that was actually kind of a missed opportunity. I think that the way this was actually engineered, I feel as though they could have actually used it. They could have actually put that in there, you know? But aside from that, that's about it. Like, I really like this grapple figure, you know? So, there we go. And as far as like what he's actually paid, what we're actually paying for him and everything like that, I think he's actually pretty worth the price. But like at the same time, that we actually still have like hollow ends. Like, you don't really notice it over here or anything like that because of like how it's actually colored or anything like that. But he's got like a deep hollowness right over here and a deep hollowness right over here. And I kind of feel like, you know, like the price point could have actually like made for like coverings and everything like that. You know what I mean? Like, I think that that would have actually been like not too much to ask or anything like that in a figure of this quality and everything like that. Like, he's actually got pretty good quality for like the plastic that he's actually using. But, you know, still yet though, the hollow points and everything like are like kind of like really kind of like the only drag on the figure. But I really do like him. So there we go. And we're just going to bring this in again. Starscream, you know, as far as being a hollow character himself and everything like that in certain cases, like, I think they actually did a lot more to hide some of the things that he's actually got going and everything like that, you know? But, you know, like, still, not bad. Not bad at all. I'm loving this line. And that's it. I'm going to just, like, give you my final thoughts and everything like that. And, here we are. So I think the $5 million question will actually be, is Grapple worth it? Should I actually go out and go get Grapple and like, out of all the other figures that are actually out there, should I actually go get Grapple? And I really do think that he actually makes a pretty good buy. I like him. I like him a lot. And as far as like being like a Grapple figure and everything like that, you know what I mean? Like, I think he's actually like very cool nonetheless and everything like that. He actually brings like a lot of dynamic posing and a lot of like great things to like the whole entire Earthrise, their whole entire Earthrise line. And him being a smaller truck doesn't really like influence me one way or the other or anything like that, because like, you know, in Transformers, we actually did have size disparity all together and everything like that. So what's to stop it now in like 2020, you know? So, you know, we're here in the future where toys are actually starting to become like more of the, you know, they're starting to look more like they're actually like coming right off the screen. I actually noticed that with Starscream. I'm actually noticing that with Grapple also. So I think he's actually a keeper, you know? And I am going to put him right over here next to Jazz and next to the Prowl over here. I can't wait for the eventual Prowl that we'll actually be getting for the new Earthrise figures, because if we actually have a smoke screen coming in, you know we're actually going to be getting a Prowl. So, and as far as my hauler is actually concerned, he's actually not been voted off the island, and he's actually going to be right over here taking up some space back here and everything like that, along with my Inferno. So we'll see what actually happens with Inferno, and let's pick a new name for Inferno and everything like that, so we don't actually have to get rid of that guy. I'm open to suggestions. Comment down below if you can. Also, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. I really appreciate all of you and everything, so please pass me around also and everything. And there we go. And that's it for me, DIECAST NORBZ, signing off for today. Thanks for joining me on my Grapple review. And remember, nothing is more gangster. The Galactic Hooligan actually says nothing is actually more gangster than being kind to each other. So be kind out there, do something good out there, and remember, when these stop being magical, that's when I'll stop collecting. Take care, everybody.